Good morning, my crafty friends. It's Krista here from Second Chance Creation. Oh my goodness, it is cold here. I've got the heater here on in my little craft room, and it was so white it looked like snow this morning. I think it was -3, -2, and the fire was still going this morning in the lounge room, so that was pretty cool, where I could sit and have my first cup of coffee. And so as promised, I wanted to share with you what I started on before my fall, and it is, it's okay. I'm starting to get a little bit of movement, a bit more movement. The swelling is still there, but it's all good. So yes, and I'm going to make this a pretty grungy journal. Well, sort of like super grungy, but and this is a Australia Post mailing bag that I used. I covered it with this fabric, which is actually was one of my tops, and it has like pink, grey and black in it. I really like the design of it, so I've glued and stitched it, and because it's really sheer, I've actually scrunched it up so you can actually feel texture of it. And I'm not sure if you can actually see it, but that's what that is. And on the inside, I've used a tablecloth that I really heavy coffee dyed, and popped a beautiful lace pocket in here. The strip that I took off, I actually made into a belly band, but I zigzagged the middle so they actually have 2 pockets instead of 1, and still lots of threads around. So that's the beginning, and then of course I stitched around it. So this is going to get pretty well layered, and this is just the basics. So I'm just going to show you the basics of it, and because I sort of want to know, I sort of know what sort of theme I'm going to do, I'll add layers as I go along. Now, where did I put all that? Oh, here it is. So this is, I'll be adding this beautiful fabric. I'm not sure if you can see it. It was that color. It's a beautiful coffee dyed fabric, and I actually purchased this from a lady here in Australia. She sells very unusual lace packs. So that's going to go like this. I hope you can see this. Bear with me. I'm just going to have a look in the camera, making sure that you see that. Yep, okay. So and then I made a tag, and this was a tag, so but I decided to use it as a topper because I really liked it. So what I did was I added the corrugated cardboard on the side. The tag is decoupaged, and then I used a bit of brown paper that I stamped. This is from a magazine, the picture, bit of tulle. Was it tulle? No, this is a bit of curtain, very fine curtain, and it just popped on this beautiful flower. Pretty little trim. So I've decided to use that as a topper, not a tag, and it'll go just like that. And because I want to continue with the cardboard, the other piece is going to come in here. And because she's got white there, I'm just going to add this little snippet of fabric left, and I'm just going to pick out. Sorry, I can't do much with the movement of my hand. So I can't even fussy cut anything while I'm out of action. So, but you get my drift. It sort of goes in here like that. Just got to pick out just a little bit. It'll have more layers because this just looks a bit too bland to me. And then I have, where is it? Oh, here it is. I took this off the spine of a book that have all that lovely linen fabric on there. But I really like the look of this, and it's just going to go just there, picking through just like that. Okay, so you just see that little bit of roughness. And the same with this. This is actually going to go under here. Take that out again. Just like that. And this is just going to peek through just a teensy-wincy bit. Like that. Okay. I mean, doesn't it look cool? I really like this. And then, of course, it's going to have more layers. But that is the base of it, of what I'm going to be doing. If you can get... I'm just going to see if I can get this closer so you can see. Just like that. And I just like how that looks. Okay. So that's the beginning of that journal. And then I've made already the papers, 2 signatures. And because this journal is quite long, just let me see what measurements this is. This is nearly 11 inches. So my A4 papers weren't going to fit. So what I've done is I've added onto the papers in a way that it makes the whole page look really interesting. Oh, what's that? So yeah, so this has 2 signatures. I think it's 6 or 5 or 6 or 7 pages in each. I can't remember now. So each one will have a CD flip, envelope flip. Pages are really heavy coffee dyed. I use book pages. Here I've used a very old book page. And I used some masking tape that I scrunched sort of up a little bit. And then I inked over it to get that effect. Okay, so that gives that page a bit of strength when I sew it into the signature. Like I said, very heavy coffee dyed. And so you've got... I've stitched them on, what was missing, but then I've made into a pocket, and that's going to be a little tuck. There, I just love how the stitching goes. Added on, and I've just I'm going to make that into a pocket. Here's another very, very, very old book page, and I've used masking tape, and this one I actually stamped on. Okay. And inked it as well, and that goes on the bottom like so. Tuck. This is just a piece of scrapbook paper. In the middle of the signature, each one will have, I've just flipped these over so that you've got a pocket. It'll have a paper bag. So that's that one. And the same with this. So they're all sort of layered. It's got a lovely big pocket. This has a top tuck. This has another pocket here. And then the top tuck is oh, okay. Yep, no, it's like a belly band type thing. That's right, I forgot about that. And pocket here. Very old piece of music page here. And I've just flipped that over, make it a pocket. And this is top pocket. Dictionary paper, dictionary page. And then the middle of the signature, this will have a plain paper bag. And then the pockets on the bottom. So I reckon they look really cool. And so at least they're done. And then I've made all the ephemera to go with it. All right, I have here, I think I'm going to be calling this for the love of a woman or the love of a man, something like that. Bit of romance. I used a dictionary paper, and I made a little, like those seed pockets, seed envelopes. I did a lot of decoupaging here, so this time I didn't use any digital kits. The only thing I used in the digital kits will be the pictures, but not the papers. And decoupage this, and then I made a little tuck there. Remember this, pretty lace, and that'll get put on a page. This is a little set here. Again, I've made like a little envelope pocket, dictionary paper. I decoupaged the napkin on this, and then I use this pretty trim with this tulle so you can still see the shoe and the perfume bottle. And I just tuck my little envelope in here. Very pretty trim, and what I cut off on here I've just put on the top. And I only had like a, I don't know, a little piece of red organza left, and I've used that on here. And this one I've already made a bow. I haven't put it on because I don't know what side I'm going to put it on, and that's why it's sort of in this little pocket here. This is a little die cut of my last piece of a typewriter. It was in a Happy Mail that I received a long time ago. And so yeah, so I've just popped that in there, but what I'm going to be doing is I'm only actually going to type a little letter, and that will go in between where the typewriter is. So you have a pocket here and another pocket on the back. So they go together. These two go together as well, but I'm not sure how I want to decorate them, so I've left them pretty blank. These are all envelopes, okay? And this one's going to be a flip. It's just going to be put on the bottom here like this somewhere. Again, dictionary paper, I decoupaged. This is dressmaking tissue paper, one of my skins, and just a little piece of, that was on a piece of brown paper. I think that was in Happy Mail, I can't remember. And a paper bow from Shabby Dabba Doodah, Tina. So this is going to go on here like this, and it'll just flip open, and you'll end up with a little notepad and a little tuck, okay? And I'll have some original tickets that I purchased from a little Etsy store here in Australia. So that's just going to be like that. Here's another altered envelope, and this is going to be a two-way. So you're going to got a pocket here and you've got a pocket here, and I strengthened the inside with brown paper. This is two different napkins. This is a napkin, a decoupaged, and then this is a napkin that I decoupaged on here as well. And just use this pretty little trim. I mean, that's going to look so cute anywhere on a, you know, and then it peeks out. I mean, how cool is that? Love it. And then this one is a corner. Okay, so that can just go on a pocket like that, and you've got this lace hanging out. Again, decoupage with a napkin, and this was a like a die cut of a heart. The same with this, was in my stash. And this is a napkin. I put the napkin on a piece of paper, and then I glued that on. There's a little boy there. And of course this was an envelope. Okay, so you've got your pocket just there. And then here we go, Mum and Dad, the parents or lovers. This was an envelope. It's going to have a pocket on here and the pocket on the side. This is one of the pictures from the digital kit from Tailor Made Journals from Lorna. Thank you, Lorna. Really like it, and I just stitched around it, sort of made it look rough. This is decoupage napkin, okay, the same with this. This is a lovely little tuck that'll probably go on the top here, and you've got this coming out halfway. But it's also going to be a flip, so sorry, no, that's right. It's going to be a flip, so when it's on the page like this, okay, and then it's going to be a flip. Okay, so what I've done is, this is decoupaged. This is a cutout sticker, so is this. And then I had this frame, so I cut the frame out. So you've got a pocket here, you know, it holds some goodies. Then you flip it over, And one of the napkins that I peeled the back off had the imprint of the napkin, and I keep those. Instead of putting the gesso on, I put the napkin on there, and you can only just see the diagram. Okay, I'm going to make sure that you see this. Okay, just there. Okay, and then I use the other bit of the frame and just put this little paper doll on there, so that'll be a flip. Okay, this one will be from the other side. This is just going to be a pocket. It was meant to be a two-way pocket, but I accidentally glued it all together. Unbelievable. So here you have one napkin, because it had a bird in the middle and I didn't want the bird. And this little girl is from another napkin, so I've decoupaged her on top of this. Okay, just to get that effect. And just popped in some scrappy papers and a ticket there. And then these ones, this one is a set. So this is, you know, envelope. It'll go on the other side, of course. Decoupaged napkin. One of the little envelope flips that are also decoupaged. Doily trim, some cotton and a button. And this is another picture from Tailor Made Journals. And look, she's thinking about him. And I've used some photo corners here just to finish it off a little bit, make it stronger. And it's a tag. And I use this little brown stripe elastic trim. So with that will come this pocket. Okay, little corner pocket. I'm not sure how I'm going to put it on there yet, but probably like that. And so I've kept that bit of string that I had left over so that I remember to use it on here. And then I've made this little paper bow, which is not finished yet. I'll just tuck it in there so that keep it in place so I know they go together. Last but not least, beautiful little corner pocket here as well. Again, decoupaged, and this is a little cutout. And then I had this pretty trim. I think it looks so cool, you know, peeking through. So again, dictionary paper. And of course, and then I've made some paper clips to go with it. This one is a piece of applique and I've turned into a pocket, and it holds original tickets and a decoupaged admit one ticket. I think you open this one up. There it is there, and I've popped a little stamp in there. And this is one of the original tickets that I've purchased. A little flip out envelope and a little tag. And it was black on the back, so I actually sandpapered it off so you can actually journal on it, because it was decoupaged on a book page, and the book page was black on the back, so I just sanded it off so you can journal on it. So they just go in this little pocket here, which of course I won't take it off because I'm finding it a bit is a paper clip. And then on the other side you've got a little dangle here, and you can ride on that. These are paper clips as well, and I've actually used these beautiful tabs here. Now they're from Karen. Paperia, I can't remember the name. I'll leave the link in the description box. And she has her own website, and she draws all these roses herself. A lot of you probably know her. So yeah, so it's just, you know, auto paper clips, and then on the reverse side you'll have these little dangles, little doily trim, and just a little tag just there. So yeah, so that's what I've been doing before I had my fall, and it's frustrating because like you can't do anything, you know. I can't even fussy cut, let alone cut anything. So that's the beginning of another journal. And yeah, so I've got some doilies still to add, you know, to the cover here. And I've got another piece here that I use because I'd like to layer it a fair bit, but that's the base of it, you know, like how I like to have it. And that's how I sometimes put things together. Just bear with me. And that's how I like to put them together. And they just go anyhow like that. Very quick. Just like that. Love it. Love how it's going to turn out. It's just got to peek through. Anyway, you know how it's going to look. So yes, oh, so cold. I'm going to have another cup of coffee because I finished it. And my next video, I'll do a show and tell of what I'm going to do with this horse. It's huge, this horse. So I'm not sure how I'm going to show it because you know, I'll put it on the table and it's pretty high, but it's very different of what I'm going to do with it. And I've had to think about it because my first idea didn't work, so I'm going to go back and see if I can come around with that. So anyway, so thanks for sticking by with Stop Babbling, Krista, and also thank you for those beautiful people with your well wishes. It's getting there. It's just I can't do anything, and I won't be going out in the garden either today. So I might have to do a little bit of baking. I'll let the machine do it all. Thank you for your patience. And you know what you got to do. Happy crafting. I'll stop babbling now. Bye for now.